YouTube, what's up? And welcome to the Johto region for a playthrough of Pokémon Polished Crystal. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this one, as this game does feature some quality of life improvements, including the option to play with natures, abilities, and even the physical special split. On top of that, this game also features modernized movesets and an expanded Pokédex, giving us a wide variety of options on how we want to build out the team here. And if that isn't enough, this game also features some updates to the map, as well as some brand new areas added as well. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff to explore in this playthrough. And then one last nugget before we get things started here, as you probably already noticed, I'll be doing a team tracker up above my head here, and a badge tracker over on the far left side of the screen. So with all that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Now, as you will notice on the bottom of the screen there, we're going to be playing this game on version 3.2.1. And I just wanted to point that out because I feel like some people might be asking in the YouTube comments, like, hey, which version is this? You know, because there has been quite a few versions of this game. But this is 3.2.1, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. First, we got to check the options, though, and make sure that the text speed is set to fast. Okay, cool. That's actually the default for this game. Also, where is the battle style? Maybe next page. Okay, and the battle style is default to set. Both of those are perfect, so we're good to go here. Alright, let's do it. Please choose how you want to play Polished Crystal. Okay, so like I was saying, here is the options. You can turn these off if you want to play like an organic Gen 2 experience, but in my opinion, having nature's abilities and the physical special split only enhances the experience and makes the game better. So, of course, I'm going to be playing through the game with all three of these enabled. And then what else do we got here? EV gain 510, that's fine. That's kind of like the classic. And then what about on the next page? The clock. Evolve. Color variation. I think if I read in the documentation that color variation in this game, the Pokemon will be slightly different colored, right? Pretty obvious there, but that is based upon, I think, their IVs or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave this on because I feel like it's kind of a switch up from traditional Pokemon, but probably like a slight difference that we won't even really notice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave all the options on default, but here they are here if you want to change any of these things for your playthrough. All right, let's do this. What? You woke me up. Will you check the clock for me? What time is it? This actually is important that I set not only the time, but also the date as well, because there is, of course, events tied to the day of the week in terms of like the hold items with the NPCs, right? But also the clock is very important and will come into play here the first couple episodes because there is some Pokemon that are exclusive to the day-night cycle, right? And you're going to see shortly what I mean by that, as we're going to catch something that's only exclusive in the morning. So I have to set the clock to exactly what my computer says right now, which is 6:24 in the morning, okay? I overslept. Oh no! What up, Professor Elm? How you doing, buddy? Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Elm. People call me the Pokemon Professor. And that is a Glaceon. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. Well, there's proof that we got an expanded Pokédex right there. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with Pokemon, some battle with them. But we don't know everything about Pokemon yet. There are still many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day. Okay, we actually have three options in terms of the trainer sprite. I don't know who this Chooch is, but we're going to go ahead and just roll with the OG backwards hat kid. And let's do this. So this is you. Indeed it is, Professor. Please, tell me your name. My name is Dude. Boom. Alright. Dude, are you ready? 100%, let's do it. Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. I'll be seeing you later. Yeah, we'll see you in about 2 minutes so I can pick my starter, but first things first, we gotta check the PC and see if there's like a free potion in here, which there is not. Doesn't matter because I don't use healing items in battle anyway. I could peep the town map right there and show you guys all the new areas that are added, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that in a little bit after we get things rolling here. What up, Mom? Oh, dude, you're awake. Your friend Lyra was just here. She said that our neighbor, Professor Elm, was looking for you. Oh, I almost forgot. Your Pokemon gear is back from the repair shop. Here you go. And just like that, we got the Poke gear. Let's get it. Pokemon gear, or just Pokegear, it's essential if you want to be a good trainer. Oh, the day of the week isn't set yet. You mustn't forget that. What day is it? Okay, so like I said, we also got to adjust this to be Friday. That way, you know, as I'm doing this playthrough, I can always make sure that I record episodes and stream them on the correct day if I want to get these certain items. But yeah, today's Friday. Is it daylight savings time? No, because it's the middle of winter right now. Okay. Yes. Come home to adjust your clock for daylight savings time. Will do, mother. By the way, do you know how to use your new running shoes? Yeah. You put them on your feet, you tie the laces tight, and you get after it. Pretty straightforward on how to use a pair of shoes, Mom. You know what? We're just going to say no anyway and see what she has to say. I'll read the instructions. Just hold down the B button to run, indoors or out. Okay, cool. We can actually run inside. That is pretty clutch. Or use the option to always run and hold B to walk. Interesting, so we can do it either way. Gee, aren't they convenient? Go ahead and test these bad boys out. Not bad. Pretty quick. Who's this, by the way? Good morning, dude. I'm visiting. You don't say, because, you know, you don't live here. That's why I'm trying to figure out who you are. Dude, have you heard about the bird? My daughter is adamant about becoming Professor Elm's assistant. She really loves Pokemon. Okay, this must be Lyra's mom. Alright, well, enough yapping, man. Get me in there and let me get my starter real quick. I see the rival lurking out there by the window. Lyra, get out of my way. Oh, hello, dude. I came by your house earlier, but you were still sleeping. You know how I assist Professor Elm sometimes? Sure. He's starting new Pokemon research and would like us both to help. Let's go and see what he wants. Okay. That's a pretty nice touch there with the 3 starter Pokeballs on the table. As you know, they're indicated, you know, by the coloring of the fire, water, grass type. I like that. That's a good touch. Dude, there you are. Hello to you too, Lyra. I needed to ask you both a favor. You see, I'm writing a paper that I want to present at a conference, but there are some things I don't quite understand yet. So, I'd like you both to raise Pokemon that I recently caught. Absolutely. Thanks, dude. You're a great help. I haven't done anything yet, but okay. You're welcome, Professor. When I announce my findings, I'm sure we'll delve a bit deeper into the many mysteries of Pokemon. You can count on it. Oh, hey. I got an email. Good for you, buddy. Uh-huh. Okay. Hey, listen. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time, it's real. It is intriguing, but we're busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. Dude, can you go in our place? Sure, just send this 10-year-old kid on a mission all by himself. Seems legit, you know? I want you to raise one of the Pokemon contained in these balls. You'll be that Pokemon's first partner, dude. Go on, pick one. Okay, first things first, I'm going to make a save. Because I do want to say something real quick about the starters in this game, so... But I don't want to forget to save. Alright, so all 3 of the starter Pokemon, right, in a vanilla playthrough are single-typed, right, with Typhlosion being pure fire, Feraligatr pure water, and Meganium pure grass. But in this game, all 3 of these starters do actually have secondary typings added to them. And in addition to that, I mean, that's one thing I don't have to save for that, right? They're always going to be the same type, but in addition to that, all 3 of the starters also gain new abilities as well, besides just the standard Blaze for fire type, Torrent for water types, and Overgrow for grass types. And I really do want to play this game with the secondary ability because I did look them up, and to me it sounds better than just playing the game with, you know, Torrent, Blaze, or Overgrow. So we gotta hit a save real quick there, as I'm you know, let's be real, I'm probably gonna have to reset a couple times. But for the YouTube side of things, it's one thing for the Twitch stream, right? Because we're going to have to reset a couple times. But for the YouTube side of things, all I'm going to do is fade it out and fade it back in once I finally get a good starter. So, with all that being said, whenever you're playing through a Gen 2 game, picking the starter Pokemon is probably the easiest choice you have. And everybody knows that by far and away the best starter playing through Johto is Chikorita. So let's get it. Yeah, give me this little green dinosaur here. So you like Chikorita, the grass Pokemon. Absolutely, by far and away the best Gen 2 starter. Don't at me. I think that's a great Pokemon too. See? Even Elm knows what's up. Okay. Give a nickname. No, we're not going to be doing nicknames in this playthrough. Then I'll pick this one. Okay, Lyra's going Totodile. We got the advantage on her. Perfect. It's so cute. I'll nickname it Toto. How original. Mr. Pokemon lives a little bit beyond Cherrygrove, the next city over. It's almost a direct route there, so you can't miss it. But just in case, here's my phone number. Call me if anything comes up. Perfect. Now, real quick, I'm gonna add the sprite here in a second. I just want to get through the dialogue. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with this machine. Feel free to use it anytime. Dude, I'm counting on you. Don't worry, Professor. We got you, buddy. Alright, so let me go ahead over here to OBS and add Chikorita. Boom. Alright. First of the 6 Pokemon for the squad. Okay, now we're going to check this Chikorita out real quick, but, you know, it's probably going to have Overgrowth, so we're just going to do a quick reset after. Oh, it actually has Natural Cure. That's not bad. And it is, yeah, it's Modest with Somewhat Vain as the characteristic. That's actually not bad. I think I might just roll with this one. Okay. Never mind. We actually got it first try. That was pretty lucky. So let's go ahead and battle Lyra. Dude, let's get to know our Pokemon with a battle. Here we go. I really thought I was going to get Overgrow like multiple times, because I think it's a... I don't think it's a 50-50 chance. I think Overgrow is the more common of the 2 abilities, and there's like a small percentage chance that we could have got Natural Cure, so that's actually exactly what I wanted. You never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? Lyra? Yeah, I have. I'm about to teach you a few... I don't even care what she has to say right now. We're going to teach her a few things here. Although, being a modest nature, this will be kind of a tough... because we only start with Tackle, and like I said, well, as you can see on screen too, Physical Special Split. This shows that that has the symbol next to Normal of the Physical. So being a modest nature, this really is probably going to be like a 7-hit KO. Yeah, it is. Oh, and we get hit by Leer. We might need a crit in order to get through this. How much does Scratch do? Exactly 5 damage after the Leer. I mean, I do have Growl. I do also have an Oranberry, which is interesting. Okay, it goes off right there. So we're back to full, but... we get 4-shot at this point. I don't know. I don't even take this thing out in 4 shots. So I guess... either a crit, or I do have to Growl him, probably. Oh, now it does 6. Wonderful. So maybe Growl's kind of pointless, huh? Come on, Chikorita. You can do this. Alright, we are speed tied too, so that time you got the speed tie. Actually, I would need the crit right here. Oh, if I win the speed tie, we're good. 2 HP and a dream. Let's get it. Yes! We won the speed tie. Let's go. Almost took my first L, but you know, we're way too good to be doing that. And we hit level 6. Not bad. Lyra, get smoked. Okay. And we learned Razor Leaf. Not bad. Perfect. Good job, dude. Thanks, Lyra. Thanks for the 300 bucks. That was an exciting battle. Thank you for the Pokemon, Professor Elm. Dude, I'll see you later. Have fun on your errand. Deuces, May. I mean, Lyra. Did I just say May? That was bad. I've been playing too much Gen 3. Alright. So we are good to go here. And let's keep it pushing. Dude, I want you to have this for your errand. That's how irrelevant Lyra is. I couldn't even remember her name right there. There are only 2 of us, so we're always busy. You're the only assistant in here. What are you talking about, 2 of us, bro? Anyway, we do have to come back to town, right, after we go see Mr. Pokemon, so I'm not going to bother talking to everybody in town yet. We'll just do that later. And let's see what kind of wild Pokemon we can find here. Oh, wait, I have the running shoes. I'm kind of trolling right now. I forgot that I already got those. Not the Hoppips, bro. I hate this Pokemon with a passion because in Purity Forest, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, this thing is extremely annoying to take out in the early floors. And then even after you chip it, you know, like you hit it 4 or 5 times to chip it, it just goes for Synthesis and like heals all its HP back, so it's it's really annoying to deal with. But in this playthrough, Not a problem. Especially when bro's only got Splash. Although it is kind of pathetic to have to like 4-hit KO a hop hip, but it is what it is. We get 31 experience points and hit level 7 just like that. Not bad, not bad. I want to see what this item is up here. Okay. Another potion. Not bad, not bad. We got Pidgeys. Now I'm kind of curious in that color variation option, like how different the Pidgeys will look. But this one's level 2, I'm not going to bother taking it out. But that is like noteworthy, you know, I'm just kind of curious how everything looks. See, that one's a lot more yellow, the other one was more like orangish brown. But this one is level 3, so I'm going to go ahead and fight it. We finally get a critical hit, nice. Now, this Chikorita being modest isn't ideal at the moment, obviously, because both Razor Leaf and Tackle are of course, physical attacks. But later on, when this thing evolves, it is... In this game, it's going to be better as a special attacker. Normally, when I play, like, Vanilla Gen 2, or if I play... I'll go check that place out later. Let's just hurry up and go to Mr. Pokemon's house here. But normally, when I'm playing Gen 2, or even, you know, the Gen 4 remakes in Heart Gold, Soul Silver... I actually roll with a physical Meganium most of the time. Because I think Meganium just gets like better moves on the physical side, right? It gets Earthquake, it gets like Body Slam and Headbutt in conjunction with like with Seed Bomb or something in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Of course, Gen 2, that's not really the case because there is no physical special split. But in this game, you'll see why later, but it's going to be much better off as a special attacker. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and beat up this Pidgey as well. At some point, you know, hopefully I can get some Pokeballs before we have to battle the rival. But I guess if I just get Chikorita to a high enough level, I'll probably be fine. Because the rival kid, of course, is going to be picking Cyndaquil. But Chikorita's way better anyway, and I'm about to prove why. You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. Oh, what does that mean, old man? By the way, this is kind of a nice touch with like these pink trees here for Cherrygrove City. That makes it look a lot better. That's okay, everyone is a rookie at some point. I can teach you a few things. Okay, what do you got? Follow me. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot. Is he saying that because he thinks I'm going to lose a lot of battles? Who is this guy? You better learn about him. Okay. This is a Pokemon Mart, or just Pokemart. They sell balls for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Okay. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their prized Pokemon there. Oh, great. That means we're going to have to fight Youngster Joey and his top percentage Rattata. I just remembered that. Advanced tip signs have this unusual look. They're full of helpful advice. Not needed. This is the sea, as you can see. This guy's got jokes, huh? Route 32 is just across the bay. Interesting. Here. That was random. It's my house. Thanks for your company. Let me give you a small gift. Okay, and we got the map card for the Pokegear. Nice. Pokegear becomes more useful as you add cards. I wish you luck on your journey. Alright, I guess, speaking of that, we might as well pull up the map real quick. Because I was talking about how there was, you know, new areas added, but also some improvements to the map, and I want to talk about them here. So, off rip, you know, right next to Cherrygrove City, we have Cherrygrove Bay, which was normally kind of a thing, but it looks like we can cross all the way over to the route on the other side. But in addition to that, okay, there's nothing. Actually, that's new up there, the Violet Outskirts. So, above Violet City and even above the Sprout Tower, there is a new route called the Outskirts that will lead us like right to the route where Mount Mortar is. So that's another shortcut we can take. But it looks like we can cross over. Oh, I'm going the wrong way now. We can cross over Cherrygrove Bay to get to Route 32. That's actually what the old man just told us. Then we also have the Route 32 coast. Now, I'm noticing something new in like the top left corner and also right down here below the Ilex Forest. So what do we got here? The Stormy Beach and the Murky Swamp. Interesting. Okay. There's also a Goldenrod Harbor, which we can surf. We can surf from Goldenrod City straight over to Whirl Islands. That's actually pretty cool. Magnet tunnel. What is up here? You don't have freedom to move around the map, so you have to go like one by one. This is gonna take a little bit. Hold on. We have the rugged road, which leads to the Snowtop Mountain. Interesting. Olivine Lighthouse, that's all the same. Alright, and then off to the side of Route 47 and 48, we now have the Yellow Forest and the Quiet Cave. Interesting. Okay. I don't think anything else up here is new. No. Okay. That's pretty cool. And even, I think there's some new stuff added to Kanto as well, but of course we can't check that side of the map yet. Alright. Do I need to heal, by the way? I think I do, yeah. Let's do this real quick. And then I'm going to head to Mr. Pokemon's house. You know, get the Pokédex. Well, first I'm going to see if I can buy some Pokeballs at the mart while I'm here. But then once we go back to New Bark Town, I'm going to go ahead and talk to all the NPCs. You know, both in New Bark Town and here as well. Because you never know, you know, playing through a... you know, these fan-made ROM games, a lot of NPCs will give you items. You know, he doesn't even sell Pokeballs yet. It's different from playing through a vanilla game, right? Where at this point, we have everything memorized. You know, play these games, all of us have played these games so many times where you know which NPCs give you items and which ones don't. But in this game, you know, that's not the case because it's a fan-made game. Okay, we got 2 Oran Berries. Interesting. What does this guy say in here? So it always behooves you in a fan-made game is what I'm trying to get to here, just to talk to everybody, because you never know who's going to give you like a good hold item or whatever. You know, Pokemon eat berries. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm aware of that. They take time to grow back when they're picked, but using mulch on the soil really speeds that up. Here, I'll share some with you. Oh, I thought he was going to give me a berry, but never mind, he just gives us mulch. Okay. I buy top quality mulch in Goldenrod City. Fascinating. I mean, maybe I'll end up using that, but as of right now, I don't plan on ever using mulch. Okay, we got an antidote. W. I'm sure we're gonna get poison sting by a few Weedles. And that's never fun to be poisoned. What kind of Pokemon are on this route, too? Ladybug? Not bad. I'm just kidding, that actually is a very terrible Pokemon, but I'm gonna use this opportunity to get to level 8. That's what I'm gonna do right here. Ledian has always been one of the funnier Pokemon, right? Because the design is actually pretty sick. And the moveset and also the ability of Ledian are also really good. But it just has like the worst stats of all time. So it's never been a good Pokemon. It has so much potential, man. If they could just give Ledian a Mega, and you know, Megas always get plus 100 to their BST. And if they just put that all in attack, you know, then we're talking. I mean, it's still not great other than that, but maybe if you added like 80 points to attack and like plus 20 to speed, that would actually be usable in battle. But without a Mega, good luck, have fun if you're trying to use Ledian in a competitive match, you know. Alright, this should get us to level 8. Not bad, not bad. My attack is still only 11 though, because of the modest nature. Again, that'll be clutch later, but right now it's pretty rough. That's alright. And our 3rd consecutive Ladybug here. Might as well tackle it again. Why not? Now, once we get through all this, and of course we have to head back to New Bark, but you're soon going to find out why I really wanted to set this as as morning time, because we're going to go into the cave just north of Mr. Pokemon's house here, and we're going to find another member to the squad that's only available in the morning time. Now, obviously, if I didn't catch it today during this first episode, I can go back and get one later, but I kind of want to do this here. Oh, 2 Pecha Berries. Okay, nice. That also is kind of like the antidote. But again, with Chikorita having natural cure, once we get more Pokemon on the squad, and then once we switch out, like during battle, we can always heal paralysis, poison, all that kind of stuff. That's why natural cure is so good. Alright, let's go in here and grab the Pokédex. Hello, hello, you must be Dude. In the flesh, baby. Professor Elm said you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Bro hooks us up with an egg. Perfect. Dude put the mystery egg in the key. Okay. I didn't need to read that out loud. That was just like the overworld text. I thought that was some dialogue from one of the NPCs here. I know a couple who run a Pokemon daycare service. They gave me that egg. Well, good for you, buddy. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. These guys are so excited over an egg that they're emailing each other. It's crazy. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it. What up, Oak? How you doing, buddy? Aha, so you're Dude. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? Sure, what can I do for you, buddy? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It is a high-tech encyclopedia. And apparently it has telekinetic powers because it just slid across. Is this actually like the Rotom Dex? Because that thing just like levitated on electromagnetism and just slid across the table. That was crazy. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get back to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Dude, I'm counting on you. I won't let you down, sir. Just kidding. I don't ever play Pokemon to fill up the Pokédex. You are returning to Professor Elm? Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Nice. Free full heal, let's get it. I'm depending on you. Don't worry, buddy, I got you, I got you. Okay, we're already getting calls on the phone, great. Hello? Dude, it's a disaster! Professor Elm, calm down. Speak calmly and let me know what's going on, man. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh, no. Please, get back here now. And then he just hangs up the phone. I don't even get a chance to, like, respond. Okay. Cool. Not too sure what's happening back in New Bark, but, I guess we're gonna have to walk back there and find out. Might as well beat up this Caterpie, too, because it is level 4, so maybe it gives, like, 30 experience. But I feel like Caterpie might have a worse experience yield than something even like Rattatas and Pidgeys. I can't remember. I do remember, though, that Caterpie gives off HP EVs. So you already know I'm going to sit here and grind on these little worms and max out my HP with 252 EVs. Alright, bro, enough with the string shots. What are we doing here? Get that out of here. Okay, it gives 30. That's not bad. So it's like the same as like a level 3 Pidgey. I think that was like 31, maybe. Well, here's another one, so I might as well take this one out, too. Also level 4. Perfect. And at this point, I might as well take out one more Pokemon after this, whatever we run into, just to get to level 9, and hopefully make it a little bit easier against Cyndaquil. I guess Cyndaquil's not even gonna have Ember yet, huh? It's probably just gonna be level 5. But based on how I learned, you know, Razor Leaf at level 6, if he leveled it up, it would have Ember, but I highly doubt that's the case. But who knows? Maybe he has more than one Pokemon. You never know. So I'd rather just get to level 9. Okay, 3 Caterpies all at level 4. This is perfect. Big damage right there. I was kind of confused on that damage output, but then it said crit. So that makes sense. Okay. This little green dinosaur is putting in the work right now. That's why Chikorita's the GOAT, man. When it comes to Gen 2 starters, I'm telling you. This is the best Mon. Alright, we get +1 to attack, so now we're at 12 physical attack. And learn Poison Powder. Actually, that might help. We could probably use that against Silver. Help chip down. Speaking of, I should also attach another Oranberry here to Chikorita. And then we're going to heal up and teach this kid a lesson here. Actually, now that I have the Dex, can I buy Pokeballs? Or what? No. So we're going to have to go through the catching tutorial first with I almost called her May again with Lyra. Alright, quick heal. Then it's time to fight. You already know. Do your thing, Nurse Joy. Okay. When I come back through Cherrygrove, I'll talk to all these NPCs here. You got a Pokemon at the lab? What a waste. A wimp like you? Oh, those are some fighting words, man. Let me try that again. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. Pull up. Guy's talking all that smack, man. Let's see what you can do. He does actually have 2 Pokemon. Oh, it's just a rat. Oh, okay, so he has 2 rats. Rattata and Cyndaquil. Well, now it's time to start using Razor Leaf here. Up to this point, though, it's been nothing but like bug and flying types, so they would have resisted the Razor Leaf. I get hit by Leer, which is not ideal. And again, just to confirm there that Razor Leaf, as you can see on screen, is 55-95. Oh, and you have Quick Attack at level 4. That's an unnecessary 5 damage right there. And I'm still at -1 defense too for Cyndaquil. Is it level 5 though? Okay, it is. So it should. I don't think it's gonna have Ember. But again, I wonder how much Razor Leaf. I'm gonna go for Poison Powder. We got 75 accuracy. You already know, man. I mean, Ember would still do more, right? Because Stab's super effective. But Tackle is still gonna do a good amount because I am also at -1. Alright, let's go for Tackle of our own here. Oh, that's big damage, baby. Easy money. And, I mean, I have the Oran Berry as well, so we're chilling. I was kind of thinking of going for Razor Leaf just to see if I can get a crit. Okay, he's also got Oran Berry. So actually, I'm glad I attached the Oran Berry or else I would have lost here. Because again, I never potion in battle, so... But yeah, without that, there's no way from here I would have 2-shot him, and he would have 2-shot me if I didn't get that Oran Berry recovery. Okay, and now we get to see Cyndaquil's other ability. I didn't even know that. Well, that's a good idea. Bro's got Flame Body, huh? Okay. That lets him survive the tackle, because now, once you're burnt, of course your physical attack gets cut in half. But we're going to finish him off with a Razor Leaf here. Easy money. Cut him up with the leaves. Bye, Cyndaquil. Let me get level 10 off this, too. Come on. Wait, what? How did I not get to level 10? I thought for sure that bar was going all the way. Are you happy you won? Not really. I was just here to teach you a lesson. And take your 300 Pokecoins. Thanks, buddy. You want to know who I am? No, don't care. I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. No, you're not. Bro's out here thinking he's the main character, but he ain't. I dropped my trainer card. Hey, give it back. I'm going to pick that shit. I'm going to throw it in the trees over there. You go fetch it yourself, buddy. Oh no, you saw my name. Again, don't care. You're not the main character. How close am I? Okay, 2 experience points off level 10. That's crazy. Anyway, back to New Bark we go. And I might as well, you know, take a step in the grass and get level 10 there. You can, of course, get all the way back without having to walk through the grass, but let's go ahead and just fight one more Mon. Because who knows if Lyra's going to, like, square up and try to battle again. Alright, we got the Centrettes now. Interesting. Razor Leaf. Easy money. See ya. Not bad, not bad. Off to a good little start here. Let's see what kind of gains we get. Okay. Not bad. Modest was really cool, but also somewhat vain as the characteristic. You know, usually, not guaranteed, but it most likely means we got a 31 IV in special defense. So that's pretty dope. I heard a Pokemon was stolen here. Rule number 1. The criminal will always return to the scene of the crime. What do you want about, man? Oh my, so if you're the thief... Oh, he's accusing me of being the one. No, it ain't me, bro. Hold on. Dude has nothing to do with it. I saw a red-haired boy spying on the building. What? You battled a trainer like that? Did you happen to get his name? I did, but like I told you, I didn't look at the trainer card. I just chucked it into the trees. So we're just going to say End and see what the default name is. I'm guessing probably just Silver. Okay, so Silver was his name. Exactly. Thanks for helping my investigation. Anytime, officer. Have a nice day. Dude, I'm glad he understood that you're innocent. I hope he makes the thief return that Pokemon. Well then, see you later. Bye, Lyra. Dude, this is terrible. Oh yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? Here's an egg. This? But, is it a Pokemon egg? If it is a great discovery. Bro's a professor about Pokemon, he doesn't know how to breed eggs. Interesting. What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokédex? Dude, is that true? Yeah, that's why I have this Pokédex in my pocket, man. That's why I'm holding it right here. That's incredible. He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow, dude. You may have what it takes to become the champion. Damn right I do. You seem to be getting on great with Pokemon too. You should take the Pokemon Gym Challenge. That's the plan, Chief. The closest gym would be the one in Violet City. Dude, the road to the championship will be a long one. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. And give me a call sometimes too. I can tell you all about my research on how Pokemon evolve. Thank you, Professor, but I can always consult Cerebi.net if I have questions on how Pokemon evolve. By the way, what's going on with his, like, upstairs over here? When I grow up, I'm gonna help my dad. I'm gonna be a great Pokemon professor. Keep dreaming, little Timmy. You can be whatever you want to be when you grow up. Hi, dude. My husband's always busy. I hope he's okay. When he's caught up in his Pokemon research, he even forgets to eat. Well, ma'am, if you want to know if he's okay, all you gotta do is walk out the door, down the stairs, and then in the front door of the lab. She says that as if he's like miles away doing his research or in another city, when he's literally just downstairs. Alright, wait, where'd my mom go? Oh, she's over here. What up, Mom? Wow, that's a cute Pokemon. Damn right, that's a powerful little green dinosaur here. Where did you get it? Really? Right next door with the professor. Where else would I get it? So you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help too. But what can I do for you? I know, I'll save money for you. On a long journey, money's important. Do you want me to save your money? Alright, normally when I would play through Johto, I always say no to this question because she really doesn't give you that many good items, or whatever she buys, not gives you, but she buys for you. But in this game, again, like I said, who knows, she could be buying choice bands and stuff like that, so I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And then we're going to see what kind of items we can get throughout this playthrough. Okay, I'll take care of your money. Be careful. Pokemon are your friend. You need to work as a team. Now, go on. First, let me grab a drink out the fridge. Let's see what's in the fridge. Fresh water and tasty lemonade. Okay, well, both of those, you know, could help Chikorita restore HP. Can I... Oh. Damn, I can't actually take them out the fridge. That would have been kind of cool. But it's all good. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to all the NPCs in town now and see what's up. Big boy! How you doing, buddy? Yo, dude. I heard Professor Elm discovered some new Pokemon. Okay, I kind of thought that was going to be the, like, technology or science is amazing. Maybe he's still over in Kanto, I guess. Hi, dude. Lyra isn't here. She's been busy helping the professor. Oh, I almost didn't even see these stairs in the corner. This is Lyra's room. Is that like a N64? It's a limited edition Pikachu N64, yeah. Okay, well, I didn't think about the Pikachu edition, but I actually had an N64 with a yellow controller like that. Although it was more like orangish yellow, I guess. But to me, it was still yellow. It's just not that bright of a yellow. But it was because there was like a Donkey Kong 64 special edition, and it came with like that yellow controller. I remember that as a kid. I actually still have that yellow controller. Fun fact. Wow, your Pokegear is impressive. Did your mom get it for you? Don't talk about my mom, man. What's it to you? What's going on in this house here? Pikachu is an evolved Pokemon. You don't say. I was amazed by Professor Elm's findings. He's so famous for his research on Pokemon evolution. I wish I could be a researcher like him. Again, you can. You can do whatever you want to do. My daughter is adamant about becoming Professor Elm's assistant. She really loves Pokemon. But then, so do I. Me too. Alright, let's talk to this last one here. Call your mom on your Pokegear to let her know how you're doing. Don't tell me what to do. Alright. Let's get through this catching tutorial here. Maybe we can even skip it, who knows. Dude, you can catch wild Pokemon with Pokeballs. No way! Follow me and I'll show you. How about no? Aw, I wanted to show off my capturing skills a little. Whatever. Anyway, I'll give you these. Good luck. Okay, so we actually still get Pokeballs even after saying no. That's perfect. Okay, we get 5 of them things. I'm about to use them all right now. And this should hopefully allow us to buy more back in Cherrygrove as well. Which I'm gonna need to do. Okay, I'm not using a Pokeball in this piece of garbage. But we can also head up to, what was that, like Route 45, I think? And then see what's up there. Maybe we can get an early Geodude for the squad. I'm struggling to walk through the gap in the ledge. By the way, we haven't talked to this guy yet. Yo, how are your Pokemon? If they're weak and not ready for battle, keep out of the grass. These guys always give you the most obvious pointers at the beginning of the game. It's classic. Sentret again. Level 2. I mean, this Pokemon's not good, but if it was like level 4, maybe I would catch it. But a level 2, you're out your mind, man. There ain't no way. What else can we find here? Okay. Okay. Sentrets galore, apparently. I kind of wanted to get me a Pidgey, but it is what it is. Let's keep it pushing. I wanted to take a break, so I saved to record my progress. Good idea. See if we get an item from this. You can't climb ledges. You sure about that? Pretty sure ledges in Pokemon are like, you know, knee high. They're like 2 feet tall. You can just walk right over them. But you can jump down from them to take a shortcut. Alright, whatever. Different kinds of Pokemon appear past here. If you want to catch them all, you have to look everywhere. Yeah. That's the idea, bud. Route 46. Okay, I thought this was 45. But I guess that's higher up by Blackthorn, maybe. A dead end? Did I take the wrong path? I didn't know this was only one way. It's not, but it goes both ways. You just got to step over the ledge. We're gonna let her just keep second guessing herself down there. Early Fanfy, huh? I mean, I'm down. Actually, this is a sick mon. I don't even know, being 8 levels higher, I don't even know if it could live a tackle. I'm assuming it could, but we're just gonna, you know, full send a ball at it. I hope for the best here. That's actually pretty dope. You know what I could do? I could also poison it. But then I have to walk around with the poison animation, which would also be really annoying. Well, let's just chuck another ball at it. Come on, Fanfy. We could definitely use this against Faulkner. Obviously, okay, cool. Obviously, I do have to catch some Pokemon, right? Because the first gym leader specializes in the flying types, and Chikorita is going to get absolutely cooked by flying types, being a grass type. So we do find this little long-nosed elephant, and yeah. I mean, ground type obviously doesn't help against flying types either, but if somehow we can learn, you know, rocks. Okay, rock slide might be a little might be a little high of the expectations there. I guess I could take this rat too. Why not? Maybe Rattata has pickup in this game. You're level 3, so you'd probably live a tackle. Okay, easy money. Well, Fanfy would have lived one too, but let me go ahead and I gotta check to see if I have all these sprites. Again, I use the website, the PMD Sprite Repository. So I gotta look for Fanfy. But I do have a lot of these sprites already saved because of how much like Pokemon Emerald Rogue I play. And I do the same like team tracker for that. Alright, we got the rat. Perfect. I don't know if it has pickup, but probably just has guts and runaway, huh? No, Fanfy might have pickup. Yeah, you have runaway. Okay, cool. Oh, we got a calm nature? Or is that naughty? Which way? A calm, okay. I didn't know which way the red and the blues go. And a timid rat. Classic. Okay. So let me... I'm going to keep walking around in the grass here, but I'm going to add Fanfy and the rat to the team tracker up here. Oh, Spearow too. Okay, I mean, that's fine. That's fine for a flying type over Level 2 is pretty bad, though. Whatever. Okay, so here's Rattata. Oh, he didn't even live the hit. That's actually not surprising. I don't want level 2 anyway, but... let me find Fanfi here. I'm gonna get a couple more encounters and then we'll leave the route. Oh, and they got Geodudes. I mean, I don't think Geodude's gonna have a rock attack though, so I'm just gonna run from it. We'll go ahead and use Fanfi. Why can't I find it in the folder? There it is. Oh, there's another one. Damn, that one's like really gray looking in color. Interesting with the color variations. That's kind of cool though, it's just something different. Let me see if I can get one more Spearow. That would help for taking out all the Bellsprouts in the tower. Okay, here we go. Don't be level 2. Alright. I'm just gonna full send a Pokeball, and then we out. And then, well, I only have 2 left, so hopefully I catch it. Okay. I was waiting for the sound to go off because I'm not even looking at it. Do I have this sprite? Let's see, Spear. I gotta scroll through this folder. There's a bunch of sprites and they're all like alphabetically named. I don't think I actually have Spearow. SP. Oh, I do, right here. Okay, cool. We're good, we're good. Nope. And just like that, we already got 4 Mons on the squad. By the way, look at these sprites on the menu here. These are actually really cool and obviously custom sprites. It's not what Gen 2 normally has. That's pretty sweet right there. That's a decent haul. We only have 1 Pokeball left. So I'm going to have to stop off at the mart here. Of course, first step in the grass, we find something too. Here's a Pidgey. Well, we already got a Spearow. I mean, either or would have been fine. Pidgey or Spearow, it's kind of whatever. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't talk to this girl down here. Or that guy up by the berry tree, actually. See those ledges? It's scary to jump off them. But you can go to New Bark without walking through the grass. Yes, we know that. I'm waiting for a Pokemon that appear only in the evening or at night. I'm going to do that too, but obviously not today because I'd have to play for like 15 hours straight. But that's, I think I'm going to record at night during part 2 of this playthrough. Because there is something that I want to catch in the nighttime. But that'll be next time out. Today we're going to finish this thing off during the morning time here and see if I can get the other encounter that I want to go for. Alright, let's talk to all these scrubs in here. It's great, I can store any number of Pokemon and it's all free. Good for you. Pokemon Journal has such fascinating stories. I come to Pokemon Centers for the latest issues, but they're not the only place with a subscription. That PC is free for any trainer to use. Thank you. The communication center upstairs was just built. I traded Pokemon there already. Interesting. But whatever. Maybe we'll check that out later. Pokemon gain experience in battle and change their form. You don't say. Pokemon change? I would be shocked if one did that. Alright, nothing else up here. What's up with this lady and her Pidgey down here? When you're with Pokemon, going anywhere is fun. Facts. Oh, here's this guy's house again. When I was a wee lad, I was a hotshot trainer. Here's a word of advice. Catch lots of Pokemon. Treat them all with kindness. That is good advice. Obviously, we're going to have to come back here once we get Surf as well to go across the bay. When I get older, I'm going to be a gym leader. I make my Pokemon battle with my friends to make them tougher. You ain't going to be a gym leader, kid. Trolling. You're trying to see how good you are as a Pokemon trainer? You better visit Pokemon gyms all over Johto and collect badges. That's the plan. But it ain't gonna happen today. I battled the trainers on the road. My Pokemon lost. They're a mess. I must take them to a Pokemon Center. Well, you're not that far from it. Oh, I need to get more Pokeballs. I forgot. When I was walking in the grass, a bug Pokemon poisoned my Pokemon. I just kept going and my Pokemon barely recovered. You should keep an antidote with you. Already got one. Pokeballs are now in stock. Now I can catch Pokemon. Alright. There's nobody over there. Cool, we can finally. So let me just get like a half dozen of these things. I'm not trying to spend all my money on it. They also sell heal balls, but those are not very good. I only have one antidote, but I do. Let me get a paralyzed heal then. I do have two. Were they? I thought they were Pecha berries, or did I find cherry berries? Oh no, okay. They were Pechas. I don't need to attach another orange berry yet. We're gonna go fight a bunch of scrubs, aka Joey and his top percentage Rattata. Let's go do that. Oh yeah, maybe we can catch something else here too, like a Caterpie, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it is level 4. I think I'll do that. You gotta live a tackle, right? There's no way you get OHKO'd by that. Yeah, okay. Easy money. Alright, let's add Caterpie to the squad. I kind of want to showcase Butterfree's new typing. I don't know if I'm going to actually level this thing up to level 10, but because it would be a pain in the ass. But it's something I could do potentially in between episodes. Because I don't like to do mindless grinding on camera. I feel like that's a little tedious, and you know, the people probably aren't going to want to watch that. Because if I sat here and just KO'd like 20 wild Pokemon in a row, I don't know, that to me that gets a little boring to watch. Where's Caterpie? I should have this in the folder. But Butterfree is one of the ones I saw on the list that did get new typing. I think it's still bug type, but I'm pretty sure it lost flying type for psychic typing in this game. But I don't actually remember. Everyone's having fun battling. You should too. Let's do it. Is this Joey or is he the one up on the ledge? This is like one of the most infamous trainers in all of Pokemon right now. I just lost, so I'm trying to find more Pokemon. Okay, this is probably not him. Wait, you look weak. Come on, let's battle. Be careful what you wish for, buddy. Oh, this is actually Youngster Joey and his Rattata. This is a classic right here. If you know, you know. But in this situation, we're going to absolutely smoke Joey. We don't have to worry about his Focus Sash Endeavor Quick Attack set. And yeah, gets OHKO'd by a Razor Leaf and we hit level 11. I kind of wonder after this battle though, because I feel like he's going to try to give me his number. Can I actually say no? Or do you have to accept everybody's phone number and then they're going to be calling you left and right? We only get 80 bucks. That's pathetic. Do I have more Pokemon in order, or do I have to have more Pokemon in order to battle better? No, you just have to level them up. Yeah, exactly. He says, no, I'm sticking with this one no matter what. Listen, can I get your phone number? I'll ring you for some battles. I'm a rookie too, so I think it'd be a good motivator. Okay, I'm going to say yes, because I do want to come back and battle this scrub later and see if his Rattata is actually juiced up. But if it gets too annoying and he starts calling too much, I'm just going to go into my contacts list and delete his info. Sorry, bro, I'm going to block his number. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? Then you have to battle. Okay, I mean, that was the plan. That's kind of why I approached you. Mikey. He's got his own rat, but he's got something else in the back too. This is only level 2. Trash. You know what? I could take this opportunity. Nah, all my guys are too low level. We're just gonna roll with Chikorita this whole first episode here. And then either at the end as I hit the YouTube outro, or maybe even after the fact if I forget to say it during the outro, I'm gonna consider leveling up the team off camera a little bit. Just so that when we come back, you know, everybody's around, I don't know, anywhere between level 8 to 10. That way, as I go through the Sprout Tower during next episode and even the gym, at least we're going to have, you know, something else besides Chikorita. Because if I just go in there with just Chikorita at high enough level, everybody else between levels 2 to 4, I'm going to get smoked by Faulkner. Let's just keep it a buck, man. This game, like, is not by any means a difficulty hack, but they have... I thought there was a hidden item over here. Maybe it's farther up. But it is, oh, she's not even a trainer. It is slightly more difficult than, like, vanilla. Am I tripping? Maybe, I think it was down there in the flowers, but I don't remember. Now we gotta fight little Timmy here and his squad of bug Pokemon. Instead of a bug Pokemon, I found a trainer. Yeah, well, this trainer's about to kick your ass, little boy. Don. That's old Don Julio here. Of course he has Caterpies. Not surprised at all. Tackle. Get him. Okay. Nice little 2-shot. That's not bad. But I gotta hurry up and get up to the cave before it changes from morning time to daytime. Because then I won't be able to find this encounter anymore. I mean, it should be no surprise if, you know, if you see my other videos on the channel here, you probably can guess who I'm talking about. And it's, of course, going to be Teddy Ursa, right? It's one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time, Ursa Luna. And so we gotta get a little teddy bear on the squad here, for sure. Alright, Don. Thanks for the 48 Poké-Dollars, buddy. I don't remember where this other hidden item is, so let's just go ahead and run through the grass here. And jump right into the cave. Pidgey, don't care. Level 5, that's actually pretty decent, but don't matter. We out. What is this? I'll try not to use the running shoes too much in this playthrough because it is a little OD. It's like we're just speeding through the map. I kind of like the slow pacing of an older Pokemon game. Who's this guy, by the way? I'm a trainer who uses air balloons. Interesting. Obviously an item that was not normally in Johto, and so therefore this NPC was probably not there either. I want to be swayed by your strength. If you can defeat every trainer on Route 30 and 31, then come face me. Wasn't there? There's only one more trainer, right? This little bug catcher down here. I guess we can do this real quick. Huh? I walked too far today looking for Pokemon. My feet hurt and I'm sleepy. If I were a wild Pokemon, I'd be easy to catch. And then bro just falls back asleep. Okay. Somebody needs to get this man a Snorlax. That's like his perfect Pokemon for that guy. Alright. We're going to fight this little Chooch down here, and then we're going to go back and battle for an air balloon. Obviously, that's a really good hold item. Nobody on the team yet needs it, but you know, whenever I get like a fire type or something like that, we can slap an air balloon on it. Air balloon is really cool, right? It lets you like switch into a predicted earthquake or something, but as soon as you get hit by any attack, the balloon pops, and then you're susceptible to getting hit by ground attacks again. So it's not the best hold item, but it's kind of fun. You know, special shoutouts to like Air Balloon Heatran back in the day. That was always a good item to put on Heatran. I mean, again, Air Balloon's not great, so like rolling with leftovers is better, but damn it, I got poisoned. You know what? We're gonna let Natural Cure do its thing here. And that way I can save a Pecha Berry. Does Spearow even have Peck yet? It does. Okay. I think that was a quiet nature Spearow. And see there, that's why having Natural Cure is, I think, better than having Overgrow. I don't even know if I'm going to outspeed this thing. Damn, bro. 2 for 2 with the poisons is crazy. I bet you we can take it out with Peck, even though I'm lower level, but it's negligible, right? 2, 3, same thing. But getting poisoned there was kind of annoying. I'll almost get a level. Not bad, not bad. Well, actually I will, because I'll switch out on this Caterpie, and then once Chikorita takes it out, we will hit level 3 on Spearow. The all-important level 3 for Spearow. You already know, man. Okay. And then, I guess because I'm here too, I could probably just go heal at the Pokemon Center right next door. And then we'll come back and fight that guy, because he might have, you know, like ace trainers that get added like that. Sometimes they have pretty shiesty teams. So I'm not trying to pull up and like take an L. So I'm gonna go heal up real. Oh, he's actually got 4 Mons. I didn't even notice that. Then we'll go back and fight that guy, and then we jump in the cave and try to find a teddy bear. And that'll also finish off the all 6 spots on the team tracker. Although, of course, with that being said, right, I'm going to use Chikorita and Teddy Ursa throughout the whole playthrough, but I ain't going to use these other 4. But they can hang out on the team for a little bit, you know. I feel like this guy's trying to give me his phone number, too. Hell no. He's going to give me some berries. Alright, nah. We'll keep Youngster Joey's number, because I want to see what happens with that Rattata, but whoever that kid was, you know, I ain't interested in the berries you find, buddy. I can get my own berries. Let's deal with this, the very annoying poison screen here, but the Pokemon Center's not that far away. I found a good Pokemon in Dark Cave. Is he talking about the teddy bear? I'm gonna raise it to take on Faulkner. He's the leader of Violet City's gym. Actually, he's probably talking about Geodude then. Spearow recovered from its poisoning. Interesting, so they have where they get down to 1 HP. And then poisoning fades away. That's cool, so your Pokemon don't get KO'd. That's actually a good feature, because if you're trying to raise something like Eevee that needs to evolve with happiness, or any other Mon that evolves with happiness, you don't want to let them get KO'd, so the poison wearing away and preventing them from getting knocked out is actually a good thing in that situation. Did you visit the Sprout Tower? No, genius, because I have not yet walked through the gate into the city where the Sprout Tower... What kind of a dumbass question is that, man? Who is this guy? I came too far out. I better phone home. You do that. We care about the traditional buildings around here. Even the Pokemart and Pokemon Center are painted somberly to blend in. It's always hard to read the word when it, like, splits in half and rolls down to the next line. That is kind of cool. There's a bunch of, like... purple flowers and, like, even the buildings. Not bad, man. You know, this game did a good job with adding subtle differences. I like that. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a teddy bear in the cave and finish off part 1 of this playthrough here. But I feel like this is probably either a 1% or a 5% encounter, so I don't know how long... Oh, we gotta fight this guy too, that's right. I don't know how long I'm gonna be in here for. So you defeated all the trainers here. Then you're fit to challenge me. Shall we battle? Let's do it. We'll meet. Oh, well met. Never mind. I thought it was like wheel, but it's well. You know, W-E apostrophe, you know what I meant. I will stand before you as an air balloon user. Don't care. I don't even have any ground attacks. I'm just gonna hit you with a Razor Leaf and I'm gonna pop your balloon. What does he got? He's got a Geodude on a balloon. I mean, that is kind of cool to dodge earthquakes, but I'm gonna smoke this rock with a Razor Leaf. And the balloon ain't gonna protect you from that, buddy. I'm not even gonna shoot the Razor Leaf at the balloon, I'm just gonna shoot it at the Geodude. And I was gonna say OHKO it, but never mind, it has Sturdy. It's extremely effective. A new way to indicate like ×4 super effective attacks. Now obviously Geodude only has 1 HP after surviving with Sturdy. No point in clicking Razor Leaf because at 95% accuracy it could miss. Tackle's 100%. So we going for it. Because every attack in Pokemon will do at least 1 damage. Even if you're a level 1 scrub fighting a level 100 Pokemon, it always does at least 1 damage. Trying to learn Healing Light? What is this? It's like a recovery move or what? Is it just like a full heal? Oh, okay. Restores HP based on weather. So it's like Moonlight and Morning Sun. I guess they kind of combine them both together to make Healing Light. I mean, I'll take it over Growl. I thought maybe Healing Light might be like what's that move where the little bell chimes and it heals status conditions? That's what heal bell. That's what I thought it might be. Which would have been pointless because I have Natural Cure. But now I have Natural Cure to switch out and heal status. You also got a Mareep on a balloon is funny. But now we have a way to recover HP as well in battle, which is good because again, I don't use potions in battle. You gotta be an absolute potato if you bust out a potion in a battle. Damn, this Mareep is bulky, huh? And hits me with the Tuave. Now we're paralyzed. Whatever. It's not a big deal. We can still two-shot it from here. Okay, well, it's a big deal if I get fully paralyzed. Come on. Mareep's a cool Pokemon, though. Of course, we can catch one if I feel like it before fighting Falkner. Why does this guy have a max potion, bro? See, this is what I'm talking about right here. These Ace Trainers will always be having those kind of things. Full restores, max potions. Whatever. It just delays the inevitable. It's not like I'm going to lose this fight, but going back to Mareep, obviously located in the patch of grass outside the ruins of Alph, that will help in a big way against Falkner. It'd be like the only Mon probably that can hit it super effectively. But at the same time, we'll see in between episodes, because I think I will level everybody up, just get them like level 10. If somehow Fanfi gets a rock attack, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. But you never know. A fine battle. You're a rising star among trainers. Damn right. Here is proof of our battle. He hands me a balloon. Oh, it's even got a little picture there. Nice. Okay. Now, I'm kind of curious if... oh, there's other trainers like this guy wandering around Johto. Interesting. Okay, so that's how we're going to get all the good hold items in this playthrough. There's no way you're already calling, Joey. No way. Yo, dude. How are you doing? Good, man. I just saw you 5 minutes ago when we battled. This is Joey. You got a minute? Okay. This guy identifies himself as if I don't have caller ID. Wonderful. Let's get together and battle. Alright, man. It's time to block this guy. There's no way. I really hope you can actually delete phone numbers in this game. I don't actually know that. Now I was spamming the button and we gotta talk to this guy again. Okay. Pokegear. Phone list. Joey. Delete. Maybe I can talk to him again and get his phone number again later, but not now, man. Don't be distracting me when I'm on a mission here. Okay, so Chikorita's paralysis did cure. That's actually pretty good. It doesn't matter because it's only like wild Pokemon in here. We can't actually battle any trainers. At least not till later. But it would be annoying being paralyzed. Actually, I wonder if you guys can see this on screen. And there we go. We found the teddy bear. If I squint my eyes, I can actually like see that there. Like I can see. I got distracted by Teddy. I don't even want to take this thing out. I'm just full sending Pokeballs at it. Because my monitor is up so bright is what I'm trying to get at here. I can actually kind of see the boulders and even the path. So I'm not sure if the recording's going to capture that as well. I mean, it's going to capture everything that I'm seeing, but it might not. Let's read Teddy's Pokédex entry. It always licks honey. Its palm tastes sweet because of all the honey it has absorbed. The little bear Pokemon, perfect. I don't know how it's actually going to display on screen for you guys, but actually looking at OBS, I can kind of see it as well. Alright, well, now that we're here, we can at least go get the item up here. What does Teddy have? He had an orange berry. Thanks, Teddy. Actually, what nature is this Teddy? Imagine if we actually found Adamant Teddy on the first try. Oh, that's pretty bad. And it has quick feet. That's also horrible. I'd much rather have Guts. Which actually, I don't remember, because normally Teddy can have Pickup or Quick Feet. But I would think Pickup turns into Guts. I think Quick Feet always keeps that ability. But yeah, Lax Nature likes to run, so we got a good IV for speed. This is not what we were looking for here. But let's see if we can find another one. Also, is there an item in this? Who is this? Is this Faulkner? It is. It's Faulkner on the left, and then a Pidgeotto in the middle, and a Ursaring on the far right. Is someone there? Don't come any closer. It's too dark. You could get hurt. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was just going to loop around and grab the item. But we got Zubats in here as well. Oh, I forgot to add Teddy. What am I doing? Hold on. Let me run from this Zubat. And then I'll try to look for the Teddy Ursa Sprite here. There it is. I see the bear. Okay, cool. Now we got the full 6-pack on the team tracker there. And we also found the teddy bear. I mean, I'm not really going to sit here and look for another one right now. But I could do it in between episodes. So I think, with all that being said, I think this is actually a pretty good spot to cut off. And we went just about an hour. That's not bad. I think this is a good spot to cut off part 1. Okay. But to quickly summarize some things that I'm going to debate if I want to do in between episodes. For sure, I'm going to raise up everybody here to somewhere between level 8 to 10, probably closer to 10. I'm just going to grind on wild Pokemon. Like, I'm not going to fight any trainers. I'm not going to even go back into Violet City. I'm just going to stay here on this route and beat up all the wild Pokemon to level up. So you're not going to miss anything in terms of talking to NPCs or fighting other notable trainers. It's just going to be grinding on wild mons to hit some levels. In addition to that, because I'm going to use Teddy Bear throughout this whole run, I'm probably going to jump back into the cave and get a better one here. Because I really do want one with Guts, first of all, to boost the power. And if I could find a better nature, great. But this is like a really pointless nature. Ideally, it's something that lowers special attack. I don't even care. It could even be Jolly, right? I don't care. I don't care which stat it boosts. I just want something that lowers special attack, ideally. But really, I would rather... I don't want Quick Feet. I would much rather have Guts. So I don't know if I'm going to do it for sure. When we come back for part 2, I might still have this same teddy bear leveled up. But I'm like 90% sure that I'm going to jump back in the cave and just try to find a better one. But at least we did catch a teddy. I did want to showcase that it is possible here in the cave. So that was cool that we actually found it first try. Because I'm pretty sure when I looked through the documentation again for this game, I might have said this, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it was either a 1% or a 5% encounter, so it's probably going to take me a long time to find another one. But I can also grow levels in there, so it's not a bad thing. Because we do need to grind some levels. So with all that being said, this is going to conclude part 1 in the Pokemon Polished Crystal playthrough. We got a long way to go though, because as you can see on the far left side of the screen, there is 16 badges to get whenever you're playing through a Gen 2 game. So we got our work cut out for us, but this is a good start. We got at least 2 members for the squad here with Chikorita and Teddy Ursa, that again I will be using throughout the duration of this playthrough. We're just going to have to wait till a little bit later to find the rest of the team members here. But yeah, so like I was saying, with all that being said, this is going to conclude part 1 in the playthrough. I hope you, to anybody that is finding this video in the future on YouTube, you know, not only during the stream, but for anybody finding this in the future on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I also hope that you have a good rest of your day, wherever you go after watching this, okay? Have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Alright. Peace.